Alright, hey everyone, this video is probably going to be pretty short and very chill, but I just want to sit here and talk to you guys for a little bit about everything that we've done on the channel this past year, and more importantly, what I've got in mind for 2023. There probably won't be any fancy editing or anything in this one. I'll probably just throw in some random clips of me trying to learn how to play Scout in Deep Rock, so that you've got something to look at whilst I ramble on. So anyway, yeah, let's get on with it. So, the first thing we did this year was finally finishing up some Nautica Below Zero. We released episodes 11 through 20, since I had to take a break from YouTube because my PC going berserk last year. And honestly, it's weird to say that that was a year ago because it still feels so recent and I still have such fond memories of that series and the game itself. So if you're new to the channel, which I know a lot of you are, I'd for sure recommend going to check that one out. We also released 4 new episodes of Covia throughout the year, which isn't really a whole lot, but as you might have seen on a recent community post, I'm debating what to do with that series. I think I've made a decision on it, and I'm going to talk more about that in the 2023 portion of this video. Not too long ago, we also played through Slime Rancher 2, and as I mentioned in that series, we should be able to go back into that save whenever the game updates, so we've got that to look forward to next year as well. And of course, the most notable video on this channel of the past year was the 100 Days in Satisfactory video. I have talked about it a lot, but my god, did that video exceed my expectations, and I'm so glad that so many people got to watch it, and for the most part, everyone seemed to enjoy it, so I'm still super happy about that. And I am still working on the next 100 days, but I've been insanely busy with uni work and other stuff since September, and I just haven't had very much time at all to work on it. And again, I'll be talking more about the plans for Satisfactory in the 2023 portion of this video, so yeah, just be aware that I am still working on it. It's just taking a little longer than expected. Lastly, but certainly not least, we did start up a series in Deep Rock Galactic with Miles and Soup. Episodes 1 through 3 are out so far, as of recording this, which is on the 19th of December, and I already have the 4th Deep Rock video edited, the 5th one has already been recorded, and we'll be working on the rest of that stuff whenever we get the chance as usual. We are all very busy individuals, it's very rare that we get to play and record together, and I have some crazy cool videos planned for this game in 2023 as well. Oh, and I totally forgot, we also started streaming again as part of my new thus far unreleased video series Ragefest, but yeah, there isn't a whole lot to discuss on that one because I'm still working through the first game, but you'll see more about that closer to the time. By the time this video is going up, actually, we might have finished streaming the first game, which means I can start working on the video, and I'm crazy excited to get on with that. I think it's going to be a really cool series, something that I really haven't seen anyone else do on YouTube, so original, woo! Anyways, and another thing that I forgot, for those of you who don't know, I also started editing for Therm around March this year, or 2022, so that's been super fun. It's given me the opportunity to try out some different editing styles that I wouldn't normally do for my style of content, and I've learned a lot through doing that so far. And for any of you who want to check him out, I'll link him in the description below, but just to be clear, I don't edit every video, but yeah, I do them every whenever I can. Anyways, right, so 2023, what are my plans? What's going to be happening? What games have I got in store? First off, like I mentioned earlier, whenever a Slime Rancher 2 update releases, we can hop back into that series for an episode or two, and we've got plenty of Deep Rock stuff like yet to come, and I've got some super ambitious ideas planned, but I'm going to hold those close to the chest for now until I'm closer to actually getting to work on them. And again, as I said, I'm still working on the next 100 Days in Satisfactory. I'd say by the time this video is coming out, I'll be about a third done with that, and my workload should be lower after the holidays, so I should be able to make quicker progress. I'm predicting maybe an April release for that, an early April one maybe, but don't get your hopes up for that. Things don't normally go to plan. I am actually going on a trip to South Africa for a couple of weeks at the start of February, so I'm going to have to work overtime on all my uni stuff before I leave for that, and after I get back, so that might slow down the progress on the videos, and yeah, I'll be pretty much completely inactive whilst I'm there. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention earlier, I'm just going to do it now, this isn't going to be a very well organised video. We also did some Deep Rock Galactic shorts, our first ever shorts on the channel, so that was cool. Anyways, up until the next 100 Days in Satisfactory video releases, I'm still going to be streaming primarily Ragefest. Like I said, we should be done with Airscape soon, and I've got a few games planned for a rough order. So after Airscape, it should be Stardew Valley's Junimo Kart, that should be a pretty short one. Then we're going to play through Cluster Truck, followed by either Celeste or Rayman Origins, but I'm just going to see how I feel about that. I have a group of like 20 games that I have the opportunity to play for that series that I think would suit it, so that really is just going to be playing whatever I feel like. And the reason I'm only going to be streaming Ragefest up until the release of the next 100 Days in Satisfactory is because after that video goes up, I want to stream the following 100 days after that, so that'll be days 200 through to 300. And I tell you why I've planned to do that, but I explain it in the second 100 days video, so you're going to have to wait until that one comes out to find out why I'm going to be doing that. But I really do think it's the best option, and I think you guys would like to see some satisfactory streams from me, because that is where most of you came from, that video. So that's kind of killing two birds with one stone, and yeah, again, you would understand more why I'm doing that once the next 100 days video comes out. And the next big game that I'm insanely hyped for releasing in 2023 is Nightingale, because my god does that game look incredible. I already have music picked out, that's how excited I am, and I'm just so insanely excited for the game, and I plan to play it pretty much as soon as it releases, at least as soon as it releases, and then as soon as I can. I think it's planned to release in early 2023, but who really knows what that means, and game development doesn't always go the way it's planned. But yeah, I am extremely excited for that game, and that is the next big game for this channel, hands down, without a doubt. That series is going to be, I mean, obviously it's going to be slightly different in style, but it's going to be the same kind of vibe as Subnautica Below Zero, in that it's going to be an immersive kind of series set in that world. And I think the last thing I need to mention is what my plans for Covia and Planet Zoo on my channel are. Now, I'm very much not sure about this. We're talking 9 months into the future as of this video going up, if not even more than that. But in September 2023, I'll be going into what should be my last year in education, so I can only imagine that for that year, or at least the start of the year, just like this one, it's going to be a very intensive thing, which means I'll probably be very low on energy, and I probably won't have a lot of time to do my regular YouTube stuff. But this is my plan to stay somewhat active. I want to start Covia Season 3, which I know is weird because we've somehow barely even dented Covia Season 2 on this channel, and we barely even dented Covia Season 1 on the old channel. Covia Season 1 was the first series I ever did on YouTube, but I have so much inspiration and such a vivid idea of what the next season could be and what I want to build, and I presume that 2023 will be the last year that Planet Zoo continues to get DLC, so by September we should only have maximum of 2 DLCs releasing after I start the series, which is good because sometimes the issue is you build things before you have certain animals, before you have certain pieces, but then you want to go back to the areas you've already built and update them with the new stuff. We did that in the most recent episode of Covia Season 2, and that, I don't know, it just felt really weird to do that. So I would like to start Covia Season 3 around the time that there aren't going to be any things added to Planet Zoo. So yeah, I'm super inspired to start that new season, but now just isn't a very good time to do that for me. We've got plenty of stuff going on YouTube right now, and I'm still very, very busy. And the Planet Zoo videos for me are pretty low effort. I mean, don't get me wrong, I work hard on the builds and I'm always happy with what I put out, but the videos themselves are pretty easy to produce. The editing really doesn't take long. So my plan is to start Covia Season 3 on a new channel that I'll launch closer to that time, mainly because I really don't feel like Planet Zoo suits the style of content that's on this channel anymore. I try to make sure all of my content is really nicely polished and pretty engaging, but I still want to make videos on Planet Zoo. I still adore that game. You guys, well, you might not know, but I'm studying an animal course, animal management, so that game really is just like perfect for what I'm interested in real life, other than just games and stuff in general. So yeah, that's kind of my plan for what to do with Planet Zoo. We'll probably have no more episodes of Covia Season 2. That's probably just done. The most recent episode, we did a zoo tour in it, so that kind of worked out really well. It kind of wrapped up the series, even though when I was making that video, I didn't plan to wrap up the series. And I think I've improved so much with building. That's the reason we moved on to a Covia Season 2 in the first place, is because everything I built in Season 1, I just straight up didn't like anymore. It looked awful to me, honestly. And now I feel like we've got so many new pieces in Planet Zoo, so many new animals, and I feel like I've just become such a better builder that I just want to rip it all out and start again. So that's pretty much the plan. And this new season will be very, very different. Anyway, I probably should stop rambling on about this since it's literally 9-10 months away from even starting, and I might not even decide to start it in the first place. Of course, any questions about anything that I've said in this video, you're more than welcome to ask about in the comments, but for now, I think that's about it from me. I do just want to mention that the channel right now is at 2.2 thousand subscribers, which is still crazy, by the way, and looking at my video editing software right now, I have a usage time of 645 hours. Now that's pretty much irrelevant for you guys right now, but I hope, or I'm kind of thinking about doing one of these videos every year to recap what we've done in the year and to decide on what we're doing in the following year. So I want to say those statistics now so that I can remember them, so that in a year's time we can make another video like this and see just how much we've done. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching, especially if you made it this far. I mean, I don't even know how you made it through all that rambling, but I'm glad you did. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I hope you all had a good 2022, and let's continue onwards and upwards into 2023. Bye guys.